Hey everybody, welcome back to Revisiting the MCU series, where we turn back the clock and revisit every single Marvel Cinematic Universe film in release order, and at the end we are going to be ranking them from worst to best, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on that. But today we are talking about the first intergalactic Marvel movie, and that's Guardians of the Galaxy. This was an extremely fresh film for Marvel. It was something that I had never seen before. I was very unfamiliar with the characters even before this movie came out in 2014, but I loved it. Guardians of the Galaxy is such a unique blend of humor and action mixed together, and it's just such a good and refreshing face for Marvel. It's very familiar to Marvel, but at the same time it's very brand new. The story is that of Peter Quill, a human who is taken from Earth as a child after the death of his mother and becomes a space outlaw. He retrieves an orb that has an infinity stone in it, which ends up getting him in all sorts of trouble, but also gains him a ragtag group of friends by the end to prevent a crazed warrior from destroying half the universe. And because this is a whole new cast of characters, of course we have to go through every single one. Well, at least the main ones. First up is Chris Pratt's Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord.
Who? Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw?
Pratt does a good job of playing the goofball and was given the shot to be a Han Solo-esque character in this, and I think pretty much nailed it. He fills every aspect of what the character is and needs to be, but I think that's also kind of just Pratt's personality shining. Zoe Saldana as Gamora also does a great job in playing a badass who has a heart, which I think that's also kind of her type. Dave Bautista plays Drax, who's absolutely great. He's both intimidating and hilarious as people don't know sarcasm, and this just lets the hilarity ensue.
When did we establish?
Like 3 seconds ago!
No, I wasn't listening. I was thinking of something else.
And then there's two other characters, two fully CG characters, Bradley Cooper's Rocket and Vin Diesel's Groot, that stole the show for me. Rocket is a snarky raccoon, and Groot is a humanoid tree that only says, "I am" in Groot.
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you. So his vocabularistics is limited to I and am and Groot. Exclusively in that order.
Both are such amazing characters and are massive highlights, both together and in their own way, which is pretty surprising considering that they are fully CG and make up 2 of the 5 main characters. The villain is usually where Marvel falters, and Lee Pace's Ronan the Accuser typically gets roped into this category of lackluster villains. But I think although there are moments where Ronan feels a bit cheesy and cartoonish, it's just kind of the vibe of the movie, and I kind of just enjoy it for what it is. There's also the first interactions with Thanos in this movie, who we first saw in the Avengers. But in this movie we get to hear Josh Brolin's first step into the character, and he has a slight redesign which is super beneficial. I like this Thanos more than the first appearance, although it was brief, because he feels intimidating and scary more than just looking cool. Overall, Guardians of the Galaxy is probably one of the strongest movies from Marvel, but that could also be due to the fact that it's just purely vastly different from anything we've seen so far. And I think a lot of that is due to James Gunn's unique style of directing, writing, and use of music in this movie. He fully immerses you in this fantastical world and seamlessly has you believing that this could be real by making even the most mundane additions seem interesting. He also instantly made household names out of characters that the vast majority hasn't heard of, and that is no small feat. It does a great job of doing exactly what you want it to do, which is completely taking you out of reality, just putting you in this fantastical world and just enjoying the ride, and I'm there for it all the time. And every time I see this movie, it always gets me excited. I'm enjoying the soundtrack, I'm enjoying the action, I'm enjoying the laughs. It's such a good movie to enjoy. So those are pretty much my thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section down below, and let me know where it ranks on your list of MCU movies. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, including the Revisiting the MCU series, one we're going to be ranking the MCU movies, and pretty much any other videos I may post. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video.